And we are live. Welcome back to Master Set Madness. It is Master Set Monday, and here we're going to be opening some Dusk Till Dawn as we look to complete the Master Set. We are so close, right, everyone? We need 2 cards. 2. I almost did 4, but we actually only need 2. We are 2 cards away from completing the set. We have never, ever been so close. We've never been so close. We're 2 cards away, of course. We need Levia, our friend. Our friend Levia is not shown up. We still look for her. We still seek her. And of course, we're looking for Widespread Annihilation. The extended art is the second card we need. And as I've said before, like I said in the last live stream, we'll just pause for a second here and keep going. Give people time to get in the stream. I'm only going to open 2 more cases. So I'm going to open 2 more cases tonight. And I know there's a lot of excitement already today with Bright Light, right? There's a lot of stuff coming up. Bright Lights, I should say. And, well, quite the announcement today. Maybe take a little bit of steam from this, and maybe that's just the way things go, right? We kind of start looking towards the future. But we do have a little bit of hope here at the end. The end of Dusk Till Dawn. So as we start here and get going, we'll probably talk a little bit about Bright Lights. Of course, we're going to talk a little bit about old Dusk Till Dawn here. We might talk about the markets and kind of all the different madness things that are happening. So if you have any comments on any of those topics as we get going, throw something down there. I would love to talk some more about Bright Lights. I'd love to talk more about Mechanologist Madness. I'd love to talk about what's happening with people running up the prices on everything already. And of course, if you want to talk about the fun with all the madness that's going on, even with this set here, people have been buying some stuff. Things have been moving. The market is changing. And yes, Thomas, it is time to go. Thanks for hopping there in the chat. The first chatter of the live stream. Might be a quieter live stream just because we have, again, a lot of people looking up at the Bright Light stuff, and because it's later in the evening. I have not tried a late evening video like this yet. So we'll lose some of our viewers from Europe, but they'll just have to see it in the morning. They're going to have to take a look at this radiant raiment when they wake up tomorrow. That is our first cold foil of the day. I'm going to try and keep more cards on the screen as we go. There is not the version we need, but it is close. It is getting closer. We're so close. Ooh, Starstruck. Now that is a good foil to be hitting right now. There has definitely been some recovery in different Majestics, Starstruck being one of them, based on how many of those Bravos are running around out there. They're not doing too bad, are they? They are not doing too bad. We are halfway through box 1 here, and nothing too exciting other than that Starstruck. It has been interesting to kind of watch the market move in Dusk Till Dawn. There was just so much downward pressure at the beginning, and now it kind of seems like a lot of people have stopped opening, or people have kind of flushed out of their system whatever they had. Yes, very early, very late in Europe. So sorry about that. Sorry about that. But you're still up and you're still watching, Kane. You're still doing it. So props to you. Thanks for being here. Props to you. It's been fun. Even watching Warmongers today as the price has crept up and up and up. And pretty much we ran out on TCG Player. I don't know if completely, but almost running out of non-foil version. There is Hold the Line. And again, I'm going to try and keep a little bit more on the screen today. So let's put some foils here. And let's put some non-foils up here. And I don't know, you go over here. You be over there. You can glisten in that area of the screen. And that's what I'm talking about. Warmonger's Diplomacy. There is a hit, a very decent hit now. Very, very decent hit. Much better than many of the legendaries. We're going to sleeve those up right away now. Every time we see Warmongers. So we got the Warmongers. Oh man, up trying to source some rare promos. There you go. Source the promos. Get them. I did have somebody ask in the last live stream I did earlier this afternoon. I did one on bright lights, just kind of impromptu, the initial thoughts at it. And somebody asked me about the Good Deeds promo I did not too long ago. And yes, I did announce the winners for those. The way I do it, though, is I don't make a huge, big announcement and then get messages from people who aren't the person. I just do it kind of quietly, and I let the person know. I pin the comment and, reply to them on the comment, or depending on what platform it was, sent them a message directly. And so I did announce the winners. I mean, you can go back to the 1,000-pack video and see who won it, because their comment is pinned at the top. Anyways, that was box 1. Not a bad box with Warmongers and a foil Starstruck. So as far as not hitting any legendary and or above cards, like that's about as good as you're going to get. And speaking about how nice these Starstruck cards are, I probably should sleeve it. Somebody bought me out of Starstruck cards pretty recently, so I'm going to have a few more to be listing up on the site, different things. Quiet group tonight. Oh, Slithering Shadowpede, that is a decent one too. Again, a lot of these cards that kind of hit a bottom, not necessarily their bottom forever, but they hit a low and have bounced up a little bit as less people have them left to move. So we'll keep going here. Other than Warmongers, I mean the Angels, I don't know if you guys have been watching, there's been at least on TCG Player, an uptick on Angels. Angel movement it's been going. And I like seeing that because I like the Angels, and I've kept most of them. I've only sold a couple because they're so cool. They're so cool, the Angels, but they are moving. And it is going to be interesting to see if they're able to maintain it. Oh, come on, it's a silver one. It's the Shroud of Darkness. We got the darkness. Darkness and light, now give us something different. Giving something different. Thanks to the Nazareth Playmat. I do love it. It is a gorgeous is not the right word, I guess. It is a great looking. I know. I don't know if I would say gorgeous. Anyways, censor. There's too much gore going on for me to say gorgeous. And maybe that is gorgeous. I don't know. Anyways, we'll keep on going here. Oh man, we got 24 people watching. If you guys want to help some more people get on the stream, go down, punch that subscribe, not the subscribe button. You can punch that too if you haven't, but you should punch the like button so that we can get this out to some more people. And if you haven't yet, you should hit the subscribe button. It would be pretty awesome if we could hit 1,500 subscribers today from this video. That'd be amazing. We're so close to getting it. And ooh, Herald of Rebirth. Nothing really though. Nothing so far in the legendary and above, and unfortunately that's relatively normal, which is not a good sign. It is not a good sign for Levia, nor a good sign for the Widespread Annihilation. But the clumping, we've talked about the clumping before, the clumping is not done. Like button smashed by Staxwell. That's right. Thank you, Staxwell. Thank you, Staxwell. He's got a new video out too about how to dominate with, what character was that, Staxwell? I'm trying to remember. I didn't have a chance to watch it today. Figment of Judgment. But he had just a new gameplay video out that I do plan on watching. When I can get a break from all these bright side, I can't even say it, bright light videos, games. I don't know what's going on here. I can't remember. There's too much happening. Let's go. We want to find something. Now, come on. Come on. Where is the magic? This is the end of box 2. Oh, man. That means we are... Oof. Azuri. That's right. Azuri. Yes. Yes, I do love Azuri. Make sure you check out his video, too. How to win with Azuri in 15 minutes. Oh, man. One of these days... Now that, like I said, now that I'm down to these last 2 cases, maybe I'm going to have some more time to actually play. And we'll see. You might have to watch out. I might figure out how to do it because we got lots of Warmongers, Diplomacies. That's number 2 for the case. Don't forget to sleeve it. These are very, very nice cards right now. And it will be very interesting to see what happens in the long term with these ones. It'll be interesting to see if the hype can last, if it can handle it, or if we're going to get something in this next set that makes it just wash away. Cleansing Light. Herald of Judgment. Now my assumption is, I mean, since you guys are probably you guys are like the real true heroes, my assumption is most of you have seen the announcement today for the new set. Most of you are kind of staying up to date with everything. And you're waiting on that mech market watch. Yeah, there's going to be lots of watches, huh? Cloak of Darkness, our cold foil again. Oh man, I mean oh, that mech. This stuff is just moving crazy already. Lumina Lance. And we got chains. This is such a gorgeous foil. You're not going to be moving up anytime soon, are you? Such a shame for such a beautiful foil. We want to see that played more. It's amazing how fast, you know, one little announcement can move the prices on cards. And I've talked about this before, but again, because we use TCG Player so heavily, we rely on that so much, and it's such a small amount of the amount of Flesh and Blood cards that are actually out there in the wild, actually out there for sale and available. It just, man, it just makes everything move. Lost in Thought, that's a nice one. And so it's like, you know, even just watching Nitro Mechanoid today, it was like, well, I guess I'll keep moving my prices that I have on my site, you know, mastersetmadness.com, moving those prices up as it goes up on TCG Player. Because there's, I mean, I've got a bunch of stuff. There's plenty of other websites you can go to get things at too. So, I don't know, it's just so... I love having that common place, of course, that you could go. It's a big marketplace. Everything kind of moves around there. But at the same time, it's a little bit, I don't know if frustrating is the right word, but it seems weird to me that, you know, 12 copies of a card sell on one site, right? 12 to 15 copies of a card sell on one site. And then that makes everything move, right? Or vice versa, somebody adds 15 copies of a card, and that makes the whole market move. And because, you know, one person buys something at a certain price, and then you go, phew, and then it's all over the place. I remember even at Baltimore, I think it was with the Valiant Dynamo, there was some sort of buyout, you know, the first or second day, I can't remember which day it was. It was just amazing to see how, you know, I don't remember how many copies were sold on it, but then all the vendors, of course, the extraction, all the vendors, of course, moved their prices up with that little buyout. And so, you know, they had a lot. There was a lot of Valiant Dynamos there, but they, you know, jumped from, I don't know what it was, 90, 70, up to 200 or something crazy. And it's like, I don't know. I mean, I get it. You know, some people are willing to pay that price somewhere, then of course you want to try and capture that price. But it just seems a little too, the moves, they feel too quick based on the broader market. And maybe that's not true. Maybe, you know, if the market was actually bigger, there would just be more cards on TCG Player like Magic. Maybe I'm wrong on it, but, you know, I'm pretty sure I could go around, at least in my local area here, and find not too difficultly physical copies of most Majestics. I don't know, probably, I don't know how many I'd be able to find in person, 50 or something. Relatively easy. And if they're not watching the TCG Player price, you could get it for a pretty good deal. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, market manipulation. You need a, let's see, hold on. I got to look at these comments here before I get too far, before I censor everything. I need Shock Charmer's mat with no boxes on it. Anyone got one? What do you mean with no boxes on it? Oh, yes, no grids. Oh, man, I do have one of those. It's a beautiful one. It's a beautiful one, but that is not a playmat that I will let go of. Radiant Raiment, second one. Nothing. Look at this. Warmongers is all we got. Warmongers is our only hope. And I wouldn't necessarily even call it all market manipulation, though. Part of it's just because it's how we've set up the market, and we've all agreed to that. You know, everybody has agreed, whatever the TCG Player price is, that's the way to go. You know? And then that makes it extra hard too on local stores or different things where, you know, it's fun. It's like, oh, that one Majestic has one seller at 10 cents. There's another one at 45 cents and another one at 60. And then it's, you know, if you actually want a play set from one person, you got to pay $1.40, $1.80 or whatever it is. And well, it's just an interesting thing because then you go into the store and you're like, I'm only paying 10 cents for this because one person has labeled it as 10 cents. Requiem of the Damned, for the Damned. Oh, man. Yeah, I can't find a Fab single within a 3-hour drive. That's true. I mean, depends on where you live, right? Definitely depends on where you live. But I appreciate the order. I do appreciate the order. I tried to update prices on at least Dusk Till Dawn today. I did update it on a few other things, a few other sets in there as well to try and stay with the market, which meant I moved a lot of things down. I moved a couple things up. I do now have all of the Marvel Angels on there. And we'll see. I haven't been watching all day Spirit of War to see if they've been bought out any more than they were this morning. But you never know. You might find a good deal there at some point. And honestly, if you ever go on my site and you see that I've got a card that's like twice the price of what it is on a TCG player, you can just send me an email and I'll help you out. I'll help you out. I will remedy the situation. How's that sound? Anyways, we are almost at the end here of box number 4, case 1, and this is not the case we were looking for. Am I right? Iron Song Versus, there we go, something at the end. Not the most amazing card, but it is something. And it is not the Diadem. So, a couple wins with that. And we got 2 more packs left here. And my goodness, where are the amazing things? Where are the amazing things? Last pack of the box. And there is the other version of Levia. The other version of Levia. The non-foil, it's teasing us. This is just teasing us. Is it not? Is it not teasing us? How many cards do we have left for the set? We have 2. We have 2 cards left. And case 1 here did not provide us with anything. Did not provide us with anything. Of course, it's pretty difficult when there's only 2. If you watched Uprising or Outsiders or Dynasty, you know that when we get down to this level, stuff gets rough. Stuff gets very, very, very rough. I don't know how many boxes I opened for Uprising after I got down to 4, but it was a lot. And there was a whole lot of nothing happening. So that's why the madness does have to have a limit. I mean, that and of course the fact that you open cases that don't get too close to the value of what it costs to open the case. If we were getting closer, if, you know, the average value of a box right now that I've opened wasn't $66, I think it was last time I checked. If it wasn't 66, it would be so much easier to keep going. But alas, at some point you got to be reasonable. Some point you got to be a little bit more reasonable. So we're going to hop on here. This is potentially the final case. So it is a final case today, yes. To be clear, there will be no more cases today, but I mean, hopefully in the future, we could come back to Dusk Till Dawn. Hopefully we can find a way to make this a little bit easier, But thanks for being here. We got still 32 people, it looks like, who are watching. Come on and punch that like button for the Chains and Mephitis. Show them, Chains, how much you love them. Show them the love. Protection. Oof. Deathly Will, Runic Reckoning. Oh man, I didn't even talk about Bright Lights anymore. What a set. What a set. And I'm very excited for it. I think there's a lot of things to be excited about it. And I know there's going to be a lot of hesitations from people as well. And I really want to see, I don't remember what they call it. They call it the expanded slot. Extended slot, expanded slot, something. I mean, it's basically the list, right? Whatever that thing is, I'm very, very intrigued to see what they do with that. Because I feel like that is the kind of thing I mean, again, it's not unique. It's very similar to the list. But I feel like that's the kind of thing that can really take a set to a whole nother level. And if they do it right, and if it's something that they can maintain, I mean, I guess, again, depending on how they do it, who knows if it's something you want to maintain. But if it is, oh man, that could be a game changer. That really could, I mean, it would definitely make Master Set Madness, you just add another layer of excitement and wildness. Again, you only get a card from that slot, one in every, oh, we're back to the backwards magic. And we still got the Majestic Foils, followed by the Diplomacy. Yes, that is 3 Diplomacies. And this is the time to get them. This is the time to get them, everybody. Man, that's what's working for us right now is Warmongers. Like, imagine, at some point, let's just say Warmongers keeps rocking it, right? So imagine you can put it in that slot, you can just add that in there to, again, help people find it. A little Scowling Flesh Bag cold foil. Oof, 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 oof. I do like that. We do like that. Put him right in the center. Have not seen one of those in a while. We'll take it. We'll take it. So yeah, you can put things like Diplomacy in there. You don't have to do, from my perspective, you don't have to do a full-on reprint of it. You still are going to add more to the supply, but you don't have to go that full commitment of smashing the card down to, you know, whatever. And of course, if it doesn't work, you can just keep that card within that list over time to kind of keep maintaining things. And Thomas, you wrote in there, you're surprised by the Tunic reprint. I am, and no, I'm not really surprised by it. I have the sense at this point that LSS is going to reprint whatever they can. Ooh, Blood Dripping Frenzy. Like, they are not shying away from reprints at all. And of course, you've got here that you got the Crown of Providence in this set being reprinted. Much like, you know, the Skull Cap and different things. It seems like that, at least for generics, they move relatively quickly on reprints. You know, anyways, that's what they do. That's what they like to do. What I hope, Censor, I hope that that slot doesn't just become, you know, I don't know what I'm thinking about it, because what I don't want to see is I don't want to just see the worst versions of old cards kind of reprinted in there. I would love to see, like, to me, this is the slot where you put things like that fabled Command and Conquer, you know? That's the slot where instead of, you know, taking up the Fable for a set by doing a reprinted, cool-looking version of a card, like, this is that slot where you put in those really exciting, fun, wild, super rare, crazy cards. Which, again, will keep them super rare and super wild, and I'll probably never open any Surgical Extraction. But, I don't know, I just love the idea of that, and I love the idea of, you know, you can take an old card, you could take a Warmonger's Diplomacy, and you can print some really cool, I don't know, whatever version of it. I think that's fun. I think that's fun. And, you know, there is, like you mentioned there too, Thomas, there is some concern that I have about running the prices down in value of cards. And I'm probably going to talk more about that after I finish here with Dusk Till Dawn. I'll make some sort of video where I talk about Diplomacies being everywhere. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Somebody go buy out another card that's in this set quickly before we finish these 2 boxes so that we can open it. Somebody go do that. Oh my goodness. That's 4. Let's do 5. Come on, number 5. Maybe it's a sign, right? Is it a sign saying, just keep going, just keep opening, don't stop now? Well, I need a better sign than that. I definitely need a better sign than those. Anyways, yeah, I do. There's a little bit of concern. It's also, it's tricky because for me, we're just getting at the point in the life cycle of Flesh and Blood where it is more and more difficult to print cards that have tons of value unless you are significantly ramping up, you know, power creep on stuff. And obviously I don't really want that to happen. I don't think most people do. You know, even here in Dusk Till Dawn, you know, there's so many different factors for why prices are down on a lot of cards and why there's not a lot of, you know, growth in different things. And, you know, one of them is just that not a lot of these cards have seen yet to this point. Oh, double redeemed. Double T's. This is the double T's, my friends. Oh, come on. Come on, we'll take it, but stop teasing us and just give us a good one. Give it to us. Let us find it. Oh, man. Oh, man. I have no idea what I'm going to do if I actually find it. Might just have to, like, shut everything off and run away. Anyways, so, like, yeah, again, one of the reasons, just one of the reasons is, of course, you don't see a lot of people. You see some, but you don't see a ton of people taking, you know, all four of these new, well, taking a couple of new characters and then a couple of old characters and just like running with them in events a ton and then, you know, winning them, right? You got Icelander who's taking out stuff. And I think it really did, I mean, obviously it helped for outsiders having a card like Codex of Frailty to start, but it also really helped having Azalea win that first event afterwards, after the release. That just, I mean, it helped. It really helps spike sales. That's the reason we got warmongers going around, because people see it do well, and some people buy it because they want to play it, and other people buy it because they think other people are going to want to play it, and, you know, all that stuff. And so here, it's like, you know, the cards that are getting the play, they're making things happen. You know, Levia here, people want it. People want to buy it. And, you know, of course, again, there's all sorts of other reasons to, and we've talked plenty of times about, you know, having multiple versions of cards. And, of course, when you got so many super awesome cards, ooh, look at that, Light of Soul. Oh, man, you got so many awesome cards that these very, very rare ones that don't get played very much just have a hard time keeping the value up, right? Oh man, yes. Yes, I like to see that. Again, we're not making any progress, but we're having fun. We are definitely having fun. Oh man, this is fun. This is good. This is fun. You know, went through Dusk Till Dawn so fast, and I'm a little sad. I'm a little sad that I'm not going to be able to open more boxes, because for all the boxes that I do, you know, that really are bad in value in this and are sad to open, I am having fun opening this set. Like, this is a super fun set to open. And even though that card's going to be worth nothing in a couple of days, until Bolton can make things magical happen and work, or, you know, anyways, it's still fun. For me, it's still fun. I still like seeing that. It's still fun hitting a Fabled. It's still cool. And, yeah. Yeah, it saddens me too, times, to see that so cheap. And I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to make another video where I talk about those things. So come back, if you haven't already, punch that subscribe button so you can see that video. And then you can tell me everything that I get wrong or right in that video, and how you disagree or to agree. And so, yeah, that's Fable number 4 for us here. We got 2 of each, 2 rainbow, 2 cold foil. We have broken the Fabled curse. We have broken the Fabled curse that was plaguing Master Set Madness so long. Luis, I hope that you get some good luck with your random loose box. I do hope you have some good luck with Dusk Till Dawn. It is super fun to open, but there's a lot of risk. And okay, we just see silver, but it's a foil Warmonger's Diplomacy, which means that's number 5. Number 5, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, these boxes, they are trying to convince me to keep going. Oh my goodness, they're trying so hard to convince me. Come on, give us number 6, Warmongers. Where's number 6? Oh man, this is a good case right here. We got a cold foil legendary, a rainbow foil Fabled, a regular legendary with Levia, sorry, and then 3 Warmongers, 2 regular and 1 in foil. And I will be listing more warmongers on my site. If they are out of warmongers right now, I will list some more on there. So if you need some and you don't want to pay the machine, if you don't want to pay the eBay machine, or you don't want to raise the price, you know, for the next person to buy it, go ahead and you check it out on my website and you can get some. Because I unfortunately can't hang on to them all. Though it is tempting. We got Death Hydra, and that's what happens when I leave all the cards on the screen, right? You just run out of space. Run out of space. I am using too much Fable Luck. I am definitely using way too much Fable Luck in this set. There's no hope for the next one. There is no hope. But, you know, to be honest, yeah, we gotta see if I can make the next set happen, because this is, Dusk Till Dawn has really been a whirlwind. It has been a whirlwind. I've learned quite a bit, actually, for what I could have done differently, especially at the start. This has been a very much trying Master Set Madness in a totally brand new way with rushing at the beginning. And there were probably a few business things I could have done a little bit better. Definitely were to get closer to breaking even and, you know, all that jazz. So I don't know. Just full honesty, I just don't know, you know, if Bright Lights Master Set Madness is something that I can do, at least in the way I'm doing it now, or if I need to find a partner or something that I can do it with. I really want to, because it does sound like fun, and it looks fun, and I like mechanologist stuff, and I don't want to see Dig Up Dinner ever again. And but I got to figure some things out, because yeah, this is super fun, but just not. I haven't found that full-on long-term viability section or viability spot yet. Haven't found it. Have not found it. And no, the answer is not to open up a card shop, because then I wouldn't have time for this. I would not. We are on to the last box, my friends. This is the last box. You know, unless there's something totally wild in here and we get like a $1,000, $2,000 box without Levia, which I don't know how that would happen. This is the last box. And this is where Master Set Madness gets real, right? It gets real. It's a journey. You are here for the journey. And sometimes the journey rocks. Sometimes the journey knocks your socks off. In other ways, right? So let's go. Let's find it. Let's find something. You know, let's just try and get one. Can we get one? Can we get one? And so one of the ways, of course, that we can keep Master Set Madness going, like I've said before on my site, I do have the availability for box breaks, where if you are going to be opening a box of Dusk Till Dawn, or you want to be opening up a case, you know, you can buy it from me, and then I will open it up here on the channel, and I will open it up as part of Master Set Madness, even if I don't get to keep the cards. And then even if you get the Levia, you can have it, of course. You still get to keep the cards, right? So I do have that on my website. I've got couple of sales. I got a couple of listings for that, and of course I'm going to be doing again these live streams more frequently. I think the plan going forward is we're looking at 8:30 Central Time on Mondays. Every Monday, I'm going to be starting that up consistently in a couple of weeks. So next week I am going to be doing that again, and then I have a couple of weeks where just scheduling wise it's not going to work for me. But towards the end of August, and I'm going to look up the exact date at some point here, but towards the end of August we're going to start Monday nights, every Monday night, Master Set Madness Mondays, and we'll be cracking packs. And if we run out of packs and nobody wants to crack packs, and I've cracked all my packs, then we'll figure out something else. We'll just take a look down the hill, and we'll think about old Minerva. We'll just think about it. Anyways, I'm going to start that on Mondays, 8:30. Again, oh, that Dusk of Darkness. So much darkness. I guess we did get the flashback. We did get one good cold foil. We got one good cold foil. We're almost done here. And so I've been thinking through that too, how I do that with box breaks and things for different people. One idea I had, what I'd love to be able just, because I know not everybody wants to buy a whole box. Some people just want to open a couple packs and different things. I'd love to be able to sell just, sell out a box, and then people can buy as many packs within the box they want. Haven't figured out how to get that to work on the site with shipping, because pretty much everything I have right now is set to free shipping if it's over 10 bucks. And it's a little bit hard to price it out with these packs. They get heavy if somebody buys 3 of them, and then you run out of stuff. We got 2 packs left, 2 packs left. Okay, let's bring it back to the dusk, to the dawn. 2 packs left. Can you feel the suspense? Can we get the 2 cards off the list in 2 packs? Can we do it in 2 packs? That would be quite the feat, of course. It is very fitting to be hit by the Scepter of Pain. Very, very fitting to see that. And then got a Searing Ray, Grim Feast, and the Meeps. Nothing like ending it on the pain and the Meeps. Meep Pain, there we go. That is 3,360 packs, 140 boxes is not enough to make a master set. It is not enough. Though this last case here, this is a good case. What do we got? Let me show it to you again, especially if you just hopped in now. This is a decent, not decent, this is a good case. This is a good case. There's another one in here somewhere. So we got a Light of Soul rainbow foil, Scowling Fleshbag cold foil, Leviah Redeemed, the non-foil version, and then 3 Warmongers, with one of them being the rainbow foil. So, nice. Very, very nice. Gavin, this is what you missed. This is what you missed. That's right here. And, I mean, this is, again, not a bad case at all. Price it out in my head here, but this is good. And, of course, you got all that stuff in there. You got a couple foils here that are okay. Requiem's okay, Bequest is okay. And I'm not going to complain at all with that. Not going to complain at all with that. So thank you guys for joining on the journey. Thanks for being here. Thanks for not yielding with me. We're not yielding. We're not yielding yet, but we're using a little bit of wisdom, right? We're going to use a little bit of wisdom at this point. We got to pause, figure it out. Again, if you want to open or have me open a box or a case or half a box or whatever you can think of for Dusk Till Dawn to help be part of Master Set Madness, let me know. You can either send me an email or you can check out my website. Is there a way to send me a case to open? I mean, yeah, Gavin, we could talk about that. You could send me an email. I guess we just want to figure out, best way to do that so it doesn't cost too much for, shipping both ways and all that jazz. But if you're interested in something like that, let me know. Send me an email. I would love to find the answer to this question. Or if you know somebody who would be willing to sell cases at a great price for Master Set Madness, of course, you could let me know. There's ways, and I've opened plenty of Uprising boxes after I stopped, right? After I stopped at the beginning. So this is not the end of the channel. Of course, it's not the end of everything. I do have some fun ideas for other videos that I'd like to do soon. There's lots of fun things hopefully coming up. Again, I'll probably give a better announcement about different things for box breaks and stuff coming up. And of course, I do want to say thank you to all my patrons. We got up to 20, so we added a couple patrons in the last week or so. Really appreciate you guys. You guys are super awesome. You guys keep the channel going. You keep things like this moving. Like, I would not have been able to get this far in Dusk Till Dawn without your support. So if you want to see more Master Set Madness, you want to see more crazy wild videos, you want to find the end, that's another great way to help support the channel, help keep things going. And then let me know. Let me know what you think. Let me know if, I don't know what you guys think about the future for the next set for Bright Lights. And we got some time. We got a couple months for that. Or whether it'd be more fun to just try and finish Dusk Till Dawn and just say, whatever, skip that set, do this. Let me know you guys' thoughts. And we'll see. We'll see what we do for future stuff, right? We'll have some fun. We'll have some fun. You guys are great. You're awesome. Thanks for being here. And we'll see you next time. Peace.